Good evening. Good evening. As I promised, I said I would come back and give you the details on how it went after the in-laws and birthday week. Well, as you remember, I had allocated money throughout the month of April and half of May to make sure there was enough food and everything in the house for when the in-laws came. Secondly, I found out that I forgot to do the same thing for my birthday. And what happened is once I had did my schedule for my forecasted my budget for May and realized I did not allocate anything for my birthday week for myself, I went back and went to June. So I went on and just wrote in the first week of June, which was supposed to be my free check. Only thing come out of there is gas and the stuff that's gets paid before the next check, which was only two things. So what happened was I went on and allocated a bill, one of the bill payments that was not due until this check, so which was after my birthday, and but due after I got paid again. So I just said okay, and then what happens is whatever I allocated for this week would drop down to the first week of June, whatever I didn't spend. So I said, well, I have $350 that I can kind of shift around and shift it to my first check in June since it was technically a free check. Now, what happened was we did pretty good. We only had to shift down $188. So I'm not behind on anything technically. The only thing is I didn't get to have my complete free check, but I did make sure that all my bills are paid and went on and allocated a payment for my credit card that we used from when his family was here. Um, Also, I was able to, for the June budget, I was able to comfortably fit in the air conditioner unit, which I already knew that was going to be where that was going to go. I comfortably fit in the car note, which is our first car note in years, but it was overdue. And then guess what? Remember working on all that credit repair and stuff that people think this is no big deal? Well, we needed a new bed, and I was like, we need a new bed, but I want a sleep number bed, so there's really no need to go get a bed because we can't afford a sleep number bed. I mean, we can afford it, but we can't afford it. And because you get kind of overexcited, you got a new car, the air conditioner, so you're thinking, well, maybe we shouldn't put on any more responsibilities, even though we have the funds. So with me working on our credit before we bought the car and so on, my husband's credit has been better than mine. So as we worked on our credit, his score was a little higher than mine. So we stuck his name on. We decided to go on to Sleep Number, and they qualified us for a nice amount of money, where we were able to get us a nice king size bed. So we've upgraded from a queen to a king and a Sleep Number, and I can't wait until it gets here. And guess what? I've already allocated that into the budget also. So, and with change to spare. So everything has been allocated where it needs to go comfortably. Um, Also, we got raises. I'm gonna chalk this up to Jesus because as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do, Jesus has been doing what he said he would do. And I increased our giving, and I increased his and since gas is going up, I was able to increase his gas allowance. Right now my gas allowance stays the same because I just don't get to spend any of it for myself like I used to. So there you have it. The skinny on forecasting your budget and dropping down your bills if you can. But that only comes from making a budget and giving yourself enough room so if something happens, an emergency or fund, where you can readjust your budget to fit what's happening in your life at that particular time. Thank you and have a wonderful night.